Hello, everybody. This is Helen Kennard from HelenKennard.com. I'm coming in a little bit early tonight. Tonight's my husband's birthday, and I'm taking him out for dinner. Um, if I can wake him up off of the back porch, I got a picture of him. He's gonna hate me when he finds out, but it's his birthday today, so I want to take him out. So I thought I would come on a little bit early since I wasn't here last week. I didn't want to miss another week. So let me tell you real quick what happened. I think I've told y'all maybe 6 or 8 weeks ago we had a really bad hailstorm here. And, of course, we had these roofers come around saying, yeah, your roof was, you know, hit by the storm pretty bad, and that it's probably a good time to go ahead and put a um, touch base with your insurance company, which we did, and so we got all that straightened. They, of course, by the time they got here, it was on a Wednesday, and but I thought, well, they'll be done by the time my Facebook Live goes live. Well, so I'm getting ready for it, and I come in here to do something, and there's this great big, not great big, there's this line where they had cut through the wall of our dormer, because this is our dormer um, in our upstairs room. But anyway, and there was, I want to say sawdust, but what is it? What is that called? Anyway, whatever this is, plaster dust or something was everywhere. Well, I quick go out and tell them, and they're very apologetic. They were right. We had a lot of rotten wood, and that's what they were trying to cut out so they could replace it. But they came out a day or two later and completely finished my wall. So it looks great. And guess what? They painted it. Now I only had enough paint for 3 walls. But I see my craft room is right out there, and where I prep for all my classes and stuff. And I had it painted several years ago this color, so I want to show it to you. I'm going to turn you around so you could see. But isn't that a cool color? Yeah, I love it. Love it, love it. It's real cool. And my husband, of course, my husband is a professional photographer, and he said, yeah, it's pretty cool until your face is purple when you do your Facebook Lives. And I said, well, then why didn't you tell me that? I probably do. I'll have to look, but I think I probably do have purple face now, but I don't care. I love it. Now, the back wall, they didn't change the color because I didn't have enough paint left over. But anyway, so I'm so excited because I did get my room painted out of all of that. So that it worked out real well for me, and they did a really good job, I think. So anyway, that's what happened last week. It was a mess in here. But anyway, we got all that taken care of, and I'm glad to be back. I missed y'all. But I wanted to show you tomorrow is our last day of our kit sale. Now, you remember at the beginning of the month, I showed you this, several of the, 2 of the kits. This is one of them, our birthday organizer that has, cards and pockets for us to put our cards in once we make them. Love, love, love it. And it is on sale. It was $25. Now it's $20. So, you do not want to wait. The wreath that I made last week, or that I showed you a couple of weeks ago, is only $11.70. So, the sale is anywhere from 10, 20, or 30% off. So one of the kits is called Forever Friends, and that's what this is. So I want to show you how easy it is to put these kits together, and you know, um, all the things that come with it. Now, first of all, it has these great instructions, and on the back has a video that you can watch. Sarah, who is the CEO, um, puts the kits together too, so you can see. But these are color, instructions, and they show you exactly what to do. But go, if you still are a little bit confused, go to the video and she'll show you how to put this together. But I wanted to show you how to do it because they're so beautiful and easy. You can take this box with you. It's affordable. You can, take it to go. They're adorable. And especially if you have friends that you want to say, I'm sending lots of hugs to, or forever friends. And I have made several cards using the kit after I finish this. And I'll show you those when I finish. But let's look at what comes with it. And besides that, look at these envelopes. Wouldn't that be fun to get that in the mail? I love the envelopes, I do. Every kit gets your own block. Let's go ahead and focus in on this. So every kit, you get a block. You get a, stamping spot is what it's called. And then you get the embellishments. You get the adhesives to put it all together. And then a beautiful stamp set. And that's what I wanted to show you, that when I made the other cards, to show you that you can use every single one of these. And it's a great set to have. So, it's, you only have until tomorrow. So you want to go ahead and get it and not miss out on that. So I'm going to set that aside for a second and get started with this. All right. So look at it. Isn't that beautiful? Some of it comes already, pre-printed on there, and that makes this go by faster. And then there's a little bit of stamping. So I like to get all the pieces together first. And then look at that, sending lots of hugs. Now, you have people that you could send this to. I do. And they'd love to get it. So I'm going to set these aside so I can go ahead and have those readily available if I need them. But let's look. All right, we're going to start with this one first. I've already pulled all these together, everything that I'm going to need, and it comes with all of this. So I'm going to set the envelope right there. Now, one of the good things about getting this room painted and all of that happening is that I had to clean it up. So guess what I found? 3 of these bone folders, 2 scissors, and a bunch of other things that I'm sure I'd been looking for. I found my silicone mat. I was happy about that because I lost that last week. Okay. All right, now this one looks pretty just by itself, right? But what they want you to do is you're going to put the flower on here. And let's see. You ink it up. Let me see. Oh. Oops. Scared me. I'm going to use the chipboard that came with it. so that I can stamp off. Let me, yeah, let me change this there. All right, so you ink it up, and with photopolymer, sometimes it's good when you're first getting started is to make, yeah, that looks really good. All right, kind of ink it and get that ink on it, so it kind of takes the ink, and you, all right, now with this one, there's a leaf, not a leaf, a petal that is kind of more pointy than the rest of them. So that's the one that I look for here to line it up with. And we're going to put the outline of the flower. And it doesn't have to be exact. No one's going to be looking at that, believe me. I'll show you one of my cards I put together where I did not line it up at all very good. And I covered it up. All right, so find the pointy one. See how pretty that is? It really defines the flower, doesn't it? Okay, I think it's here. So pretty. Okay, this one looks like, keep going until you find it. May look like that one. No, it's this. No, it's not that one. It's this one. There. There. Oh, found it. When you, hey Naomi, how are you? Yay, I'm starting early. I'm starting early, Naomi. I'm going to take my husband out for dinner tonight, and I wanted to go on and get this done because I didn't want to miss another week. Okay, so let me see. This goes like that. Whew. See how pretty that is? All right, two more. 1, 2. Naomi, have you watched the hurricane coming? Everybody's like getting real nervous about it. I've been through so many that I'm really not that nervous. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, one more. And those are this right here. Oh, see how defined that is? It really gives the flower a lot of definition. Let me clean this so I can go ahead and put the next one on here. But I'm going to kind of leave this out because I'm going to need it again for the next. Maybe, no, I'm not. Am I? Yeah. Okay. So our sentiment is going to be forever friends. So let's get that one off of here. There it is. You know what? I better get the ink off of this. Did anybody catch that? You're probably saying, get that ink off before you put something down on it. All right. So this is going to be Forever Friends. Again, I'm going to stamp off just to make sure I got it, the base ink down. Make sure it, try not to wiggle it like I just did. There. See how pretty that is? Okay. Clean this off. Alright, that's all the stamping there is. Alright, now what it's wanting me to do, see, I would have gotten it on there, huh? Is to take the adhesive, which I put back in here. They have strips, which I cut some of them. And this is foam adhesive, so it will raise it up, and that's part of what is so pretty about this stamp set, or this kit really. Alright, now look, every year for my husband's birthday we go somewhere. Can anybody remember where we went last year? Oh, yes, I love purple. Did you notice if it made my face purple, Naomi? Of course, he tells me that afterwards. Oh, well. Okay, so we're lifting this up. All right, now we're going to put some on here. Well, we're coming up on the hurricane season. Oh, we've got one coming right up towards us, but hopefully it's going to stay out on the coast. We'll just get a lot of rain. Now, my husband and I have gone to Darlington. That's where we're going this weekend. Before, and when we've had a hurricane, and what happens is, if we do it when it's in the rain, oh, forgot to put this on. Let me see if I can get that off. Yep. Woohoo! He stepped in a pile of ants, of all things, and he had so many ant bites that he almost got sick. Yeah, I felt so bad for him. His foot swelled up. He had these little blisters all over the place. Yeah, I felt really bad for him. Let's see. Maybe I'll do it this way. There. Now I got it. Had to add that. I'm going to trim that a little bit. So we're not looking forward to going down in the rain because he's afraid he's going to step in an ant pile again. And if it made me that sick, I would hate it too. All right. So in this kit, you get 4 each of each design. So isn't that cute? All right. Card number 2. Let me make sure. Yep. Okay. Now this one I had already put the layer on, and then it comes with little flowers, little ones, and you stamp those, and then another for the leaf. So I've already done this one because y'all saw me do that one. So let's go ahead and get this. All right, this one goes sideways. The other card was vertical. This one's horizontal. So again, we're going to use the adhesive strips, except for we don't need that many. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I think it goes this way. I'm eyeballing it. I'm somebody that just eyeballs it. Okay. So now let's stamp. Did I already stamp this? Yes. I already stamped it too. Yay. All right. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to post some pictures of what else happened this week. Well, it happened last week, really. I had these worms that came up and ate every one of the leaves on these plants in our front yard. And I was like, oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand those. Let me make sure I'm doing that right. So I want this to go down. These worms, and sure enough, they came and hung off of different things, like the one I'm going to show you a picture of. They hung off of our doorbell camera. Look how easy that was. So I love both of these. So anyway, my friend came over, Beth, and she was telling me, "Oh, you're so lucky. Look, he's decided to stay on your front porch." And I was like, "Oh, I can't stand it. It just gives me the itty jibbies, and oh, I don't like it." And she's like, "Why? This is so cool because these are monarch. They're going to turn into monarch butterflies." I said, "They are?" And she told me all the sequence of events of what was going to happen. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And they, stay like that for 7 to 10 days. And then they will turn see-through, so like you can look and see the butterfly on the inside, and then when they're ready, they come out. Well, a lot of them didn't make it, and I hate that. We had like 30 that we could count hanging off of everything. And what was funny is that I got to be very protective of them because she said that they're on an endangered species. And so I was like, oh my gosh, well, I've got to help these butterflies. And so I was like making sure nobody bumped into them. Of course, it was during the time we were getting our roof done, so felt like a almost like a mother bear out there, making sure nobody hit them or knocked into them, or when they started coming out of that little whatever it was, um, and they're flapping their wings. Yeah, they were so pretty, and our yard had little monarch butterflies flying around. It was a lot of fun. So I'm going to post those pictures so you can see them. But I'm glad I was okay with it. But she had to tell me that first, because I didn't, I don't like those big old worms. Ooh. But anyway, all right, everybody. I hope y'all. Oh, I almost didn't show you the alternative cards, did I? Oh, let me get back here. Okay, now look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's using the same stamp set that I just used, Forever Friends, and just a couple other things, some black cardstock and some white cardstock. This is distressing, and what you do is you pull it down, and then it leaves it like that. It's just really a pretty technique to use, I think. Okay, and here's another one. Again, using different colors. Nobody gets me like you get me. Isn't that sweet? You know, don't you have a friend that you could just send that to, and you feel like nobody gets me like you do? Okay, so all of these sayings are in that same stamp set. This one says, I'm here. I'm always here for you no matter what. Now, isn't that gorgeous? It's really pretty. Now, here I used Wink Stella. Yeah, can you see it right there? Yeah, and that's what I used to kind of color it in. And this one is sending lots of hugs, and using the small stamp that comes with it. So these are some really cute cards that we made last night in our kits class. And it was just, a beautiful set to do this with. So don't forget, if you're interested in it, for sure, go ahead and get it today or tomorrow, because tomorrow's the last day of the sale. But very nice, very easy. Everything's inclusive. Quick cards, so you don't have to do a lot of stamping and techniques and stuff. So don't be afraid. These are very first time beginner friendly kits. So if you have any questions about anything that we've done today, certainly let me know. And Naomi, thanks so much for showing up early. And I feel bad that I'm going to leave early, but it's because of his birthday. It would land on a Wednesday, wouldn't it? But that's okay. I love him anyway. So I hope everybody has a great week. I'll see you next week. Be on the lookout for those pictures of the monarch butterflies and tell me what you think. Do you mind having butterflies or those worms? Oh, I'm glad once they attach to different things, because I don't like the worms part of it. But anyway, you guys have a great week. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.